What's up YouTube? Welcome to King Codes. In this tutorial, we'll be talking about how to connect the 16:2 LCD display to the Arduino. So let's get started. The requirements for this project are a breadboard, a LCD display, an Arduino, a 10k ohm potentiometer, 220 ohm resistor, and a couple of jumper wires. Now let's move on to the circuit. First, I'd like to talk about this LCD monitor. It has 16 columns and 2 rows. So in total, it can hold 32 different characters. And as you can see, there are 16 pins here. So moving from left to right, the first pin is connected to the ground pin on the Arduino. The second pin is the 5-volt pin, which is the power pin. The third pin is the VO pin, which is the contrast adjustment for this LCD. So what we'll do is we'll connect the third pin to this potentiometer, and by turning the knob on this potentiometer, we'll adjust the contrast on the screen. The fourth pin, RS pin, is the register pin. So it has two options, the register pin. The one is instruction register, the other is data register. So for example, if we write something like lcd.clear, that will be an instruction, and if we have to display a character like A, B, or C, or D, then that will be the data register. Moving forward, the RW pin is read-write pin. When the RW pin is low, that means the LCD will write the data, and when the RW pin is high, it will read the data. For our case, since we'll be displaying stuff on the screen, we'll be using the low pin, so RW pin will be connected to the ground pin. The E pin is going to enable the read-write instructions for this LCD, and from DO to D7, those are all data bus pins, so any kind of data transfer will happen from DO to D7. This LCD, it can function by only using 4 pins, so we'll be only using D4 to D7. The last 2 pins are the LED pins for the LCD. So BLA is the plus pin for the LED, and the BLK is the negative pin for the LED. Now I'm going to connect this LCD to the breadboard. So we'll be following the instruction on the screen to finish this circuit. I'm going to connect the ground pin to the ground pin on the breadboard first. The VDD pin will go to the positive pin on the breadboard. The third pin is the VO pin. So for that, we need to set up this potentiometer. So there are 3 pins on this potentiometer. One of these pins is going to go to the positive power pin on the breadboard, and the other is going to go to the negative pin. And the middle one is going to be connected to the VO pin on the LCD. Moving forward, the RS pin, it will be connected to pin number 12 on the Arduino. Then the RW pin, it will be connected to the ground like we discussed before. The enable pin will go to pin number 11 on the Arduino. Now we'll connect pins D4 to D7. D4 will be connected to pin number 4 on the Arduino. D5 will be connected to pin number 5. D6 will be connected to pin number 6. And finally, D7 will be connected to pin number 7 on the Arduino. So we'll be connecting the 5-volt pin on the Arduino to the positive pin on the breadboard. And then the ground pin on the Arduino will be connected to the negative pin on the breadboard. So for the LED pin of the LCD, we're going to take this 220 ohm resistor and then connect it to positive pin on the breadboard. And finally, the BLK pin, which is the negative pin, is going to go to the ground pin. So with this, the setup is complete. Now let's move on to the coding section. As you can see on the screen, the first thing I've done is I've imported the liquid crystal library, and then after that I've initialized the pins, and in the void setup section I've initialized LCD as 16:2. That's the dimension of the LCD, and then the cursor is set 0,0. So what that does is it points towards the topmost left corner. On line 11 you can see that cursor is set to 0,1. So what that does is the first column and the second row. So on the second row we'll see land of the free. So once I upload this code, you'll see that on the screen. So once the code is uploaded, if I adjust this potentiometer, then you can see that our screen is showing good morning USA, land of the free. That's it for today, guys. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, then please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That will really help this channel. You guys can also find King Codes on Instagram and on TikTok, so you could go and follow me over there as well. And if you have any recommendation as to what topic I should cover next, then please let me know down in the comment section. The code for the project will be linked down in the description section, and I'll see you guys in the next video.